Welcome back to Rookie Watch. Today it's the AFC Championship. The Jets have never won this game. They're 0-4 in team history. Of course, they did win the Super Bowl in 1968, but that was pre-merger. The Chiefs actually won Super Bowl IV the following year, and of course have had a lot of recent success. Mahomes won in his second year as the starter, third year lost to Tom Brady's Bucks, and since have failed to get over the hump. They've lost a couple, including last year. At least that's the way it went in this universe. This Chiefs team is pretty stacked. We'll look at their roster in a second. You can see that the yards per game aren't that great, but I think that's just kind of the ways that their games have flowed. They have been really, really good. They're not allowing a lot of points, at least until late in games when it doesn't matter anymore. And of course, they're led by Patrick Mahomes. I don't think we need to say anything about his ability. I do wonder if he's got a contract year coming up just based on the cap numbers there. I didn't look at that before. Isaiah Pacheco has turned out to be really, really good. They've also got a very good backup. Mecole Hardman is their top-rated receiver. However, I'd look out for Ashton Sharp and Imani Bonds, both very good young players. They've also got Michael Gallup. Mike Gesicki has been the replacement for a retired Travis Kelce. However, he broke his hand in the divisional round where he had a very good game. So instead, the Chiefs will be forced to play a second-year player and a rookie at the position. This offensive line is very good as well. They do have an injury at left guard, but that's kind of their weakest link, and they also have some pretty good depth at guard, so I think they'll be okay. Perhaps something to watch out for, though. As good as we know a Mahomes-led offense can be, this defense might be even better. George Karlaftis has turned out to be very good. They've got another good end in John Yarbrough, only 23. Chris Jones is still an awesome player, and he's got a really good young backup behind him. I'm sure they'll mix him in. Rashawn Gary rushing off the edge is going to be a huge threat. Nick Bolton is going to be a big threat in the middle. Cornerback, though, is where this team is really stacked. L'Jarius Sneed all the way up to a 93. Trent McDuffie has developed well. They've got another young corner in Frank Springs and some good backups as well. The one kind of weakness on this team is safety, especially at free safety. The Chiefs stumbled out of the gate a little bit. They did have a very tough start with 5 out of 6 games on the road. Went 3-3 through that stretch. They questionable loss to the Patriots, then won 5 straight before dropping one to the Broncos, had a late bye, and have won all their games since. 5 straight in the regular season, and of course 2 here in the playoffs. So this team is extremely hot right now. They've got playoff experience and playoff success. They've got probably the league's best player in Patrick Mahomes. They won 13 games with a really tough schedule, and they're going to be at their best today, so the Jets need to be at their absolute best as well. That's enough preamble. It wasn't actually very much, but I'm excited. Let's get into this thing. Jets start with the ball. They have it at their own 25. Hargrove hands off left, and Hall's only going to get about a yard here. 2nd and 9 now. Hargrove still under center. The outside to Hall. He'll cut up the middle. Bowls over Trent McDuffie, and he's swung down by Nick Bolton. 3rd and manageable now. Hargrove, of course, looking to pass. Fires right to Wilson, and he's got the first down. Breaks a tackle, and he'll have a few more. That was Brandon Jones, the safety on the missed tackle, out of the game on this play. Hargrove, play fake, looking to throw, got plenty of time, fires long to Samuel, and he's got him against Harris, who just came into the game. Exploited matchup there, and Jets are in the red zone. From the 14, Wilson in motion. He's going to get the handoff from the jet sweep, and only a small gain. This has never really worked well this season. 2nd down now. Hargrove under center. Hands off to Hall. Good blocking into the 2nd level. Hall fighting through contact, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown Jets, and they take the first lead in the AFC Championship game. Kansas City gets the ball for the first time. They'll start off with a penalty, but it might not matter. These are the Chiefs after all. And here's a huge penalty against the Jets all the way across midfield. Chiefs are cooking, as one might have expected they would, and they don't even need the red zone. They'll score from outside it. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns, much what you'd expect from these offenses. You do have to wonder how long these defenses will allow that, and that's nearly another first down for Garrett Wilson. 2nd and inches, Hargrove under center. Play action, Bolton coming up the middle. Hargrove gets it away, and it's off the helmet of George Karlaftis. 3rd down, Jets in the gun. Hargrove will hand it off. Hall's got the first down. He almost breaks away. Willie Gay got just enough of it. Jets nearing midfield. Hargrove is under center once more. play fake. Blitz picked up. Rifles it over the middle. McDuffie misses the swat. Wilson's got it and a few extra yards. Aggressive defensive play there does not work out. 2nd and 8. Hall will take it up the middle. Somehow slips by Gay, and he's got a first down and more. 12 yards and into the red zone for the Jets. The Chiefs' defense has really stopped the run on first down, but not on other downs, which is kind of strange. Hargrove dumps it off to Drew here, and Frank Springs will bring him down just short of the marker. 3rd and 2. Jets keep it simple. It's a run up the middle, and that's a first down. It seems like this Jets offense is going to be a little more conservative today. They're playing a defense that can really take advantage of mistakes and create them, as Hargrove will dump off to Boyd here. And they're also against an offense that they need to keep up with in terms of scoring. With that in mind, you've got to try to find a way into the end zone here. Hargrove is under center once more. It's going to be a run play, space on the left side, and Hall fights, but he can't quite get into the end zone. Bolton and Freeman combine to stop Hall just short there. Tough to do. Another handoff, and this time there's nobody there to stop him. Touchdown Jets, 2nd of the game for Breece Hall. Chiefs will get the ball back at the end of the first quarter. Kind of a slow start to the drive, but they are chugging along. There's a big play, and another one. Maybe not as many chunk plays on this drive as we're used to from the Chiefs, but the Jets aren't really getting any wins on defense, so they're just chugging along. As long as they're not going backwards, you can stay ahead of the sticks. That's what they're doing here. And they're finally into the end zone. Tie game with 8 left to go in the second. 14-all now, and these are not quick strikes. A lot of time has come off the clock this first half already. It's a first down run for the Jets, and Hall will fight forward for about 5. Freeman is shaken up on the play. Already the weak link in this defense, and now the rookie Marco Becton will check in at free safety. Hargrove to pass. Fires up right to Wilson, and he makes a great catch over Frank Springs. No, never mind. It came out when he hit the ground. Wilson's been wide open on that route a lot this season. Springs sticks with him, though, and just manages to knock it out. Great effort by Wilson. Hargrove looking to throw on 3rd down now. Sets and fires, and that one is knocked away by Willie Gay. Seems like he might have had something if he hadn't gotten happy feet. Any punt in this game is going to hurt a lot, but a 3rd and long for the Chiefs already, and they're going to punt for the first time. Not a very good punt for the Chiefs and a good return, so the Jets actually net 12 yards on that sequence. Handoff to Hall on first down, and Bolton is right there. Good tackle. Not a very generous spot there, only about a yard. Hall gets it again, cuts back up the middle. Now he finds some space, and Jones brings him down, but he's across the midfield to 45. Once again, the Kansas City run defense looking much worse outside of first down. Hargrove with the play fake. He's got plenty of time, but not finding anything. Finally dumps down to Hall, and I think that might be the only time we've seen him throw to Hall on a play action this year. We almost always see Hargrove either trying to throw downfield or ending up getting sacked. Doesn't often dump off or throw it away. Here's a good run for Hall on first down. Good blocking up front on that one. Culliver in the game. He'll get the handoff, and he'll just barely get enough. Willie Gay came in hot. Just outside the red zone now, a little over 3 minutes ago. Hargrove will pass on first down. Dumps off right to Drew. He's got a little space, and he'll fight forward. He's got the first down. Jets are letting the clock run a little bit, probably hoping to score after the 2-minute warning. Handoff, Hall up the middle. Great blocking in the second level, and Hall's in for an easy touchdown. And the Jets are back in front. Of course, all 3 timeouts. This should be plenty of time for Mahomes. I don't think that's a situation in which they let the Jets score, but it didn't hurt them as much as you might think. They are definitely moving down the field well here. 1 timeout remaining still. And now it's intercepted by Chris Barnes. That came out of nowhere. Chiefs were cruising, and then Barnes comes out of nowhere with the pick. Returns it to midfield as well. Hargrove going aggressive, but this one's knocked away. 32 seconds left, all 3 timeouts. This would be a great chance for the Jets to prevent the Chiefs from being able to tie it at the start of the second half. But that's intercepted, just a little too aggressive for Hargrove. There was no way that was fitting through, and the Chiefs have a chance again. Of course, only 1 timeout and not a lot of time. That holding penalty will probably kill it. And there's a sack as well. That's definitely going to do it. I'm not even sure why they got that last play off, but we'll go into the second half. Jets defense is certainly starting to play better. The Chiefs look like their usual unstoppable selves on the first couple of drives, as there's a big 3rd down conversion. The 3rd one didn't go anywhere. Ooh, a big sack. And they'll convert anyways because they're the Chiefs. But a little more back and forth on this one. big play on second and long. Chiefs are in field goal range, but moving backwards a little bit. But this one fizzles out, and they'll settle for the game's first field goal. The Jets have the ball for the first time in the second half, with the lead as well, so perhaps a chance to pull ahead. It'll be a handoff to Hall, and he'll break a tackle from Bolton, but he's taken down soon after. It was Julian Sands on the tackle, 6 yards on first down, so a good start. Hargrove under center, play fake to Hall. He's got plenty of time, fires downfield, Boyd's in plenty of space across midfield, and he's taken down quickly. The Jets are now in plus territory after a gain of 26. The free safety Freeman is back in the game. Not sure how long he was actually out for. Hall up the middle on this one, squeezes through the line, and he's got almost 20 yards. Poor run fit on that play by the Chiefs defense. Jets will run it again, and Hall's got tons of space, great blocking. He's inside the 10 now, and he's over 7 yards carry. The Chiefs' run defense looked promising early, but it's completely fallen apart since. Hargrove to throw now, fires over the middle, and that's off the hands of Bolton. Lucky that it wasn't intercepted. Second and goal now, Hargrove in the gun. He will try to throw here. Good coverage though, he'll dump it off to Samuel. He'll get inside the 5, but it's going to be third down now. Third and goal, New York trying to take a 2-score lead. Hargrove drops back, fires left, there's some separation, and Wilson's got a touchdown. Freeman, the safety, had to choose between covering Wilson or Drew. Chose Drew, and as a result, plenty of space for Hargrove to throw that to Wilson. About 4 minutes to go in the third quarter now. Chiefs need to get something on this drive. It's not the end of the world if they don't, but it certainly would be nice for momentum and to take some pressure off the defense. Big play to Amani Bonds here, they needed that. Another first down catch. They are driving all of a sudden down to the 3. And a sack for Josh Pierce. He only had 1.5 all season. I think the last one was like week 2. And they will settle for a field goal. Not an aggressive play, but I guess they believe their defense can step up. Reese Hall up the middle, and he trips over his own lineman. That's unfortunate. Looked like he would have had some space to work. Hall gets the ball on the RPO, but not much doing. Nice play by Bolton, and it's going to be 3rd and 5. 3rd and 5, just hoping to at least tick down some more of this fourth quarter clock on this drive. Hargrove drops to pass. Fires a bullet over the middle, and Wilson's got it. 17-yard pickup on the 3rd down play. Great route and a perfect throw. Just shy of the midfield logo. Hall up the middle, and a nice play by Sands. 2nd and 10 now for Hargrove and the Jets. Full drop to pass. Pressure coming, firing deep, but he's hit as he throws, and thankfully that one is knocked harmlessly to the ground. Looked like there might have been something there with Samuel, but Waters got to Hargrove during his throwing motion, completely disrupted the pass. Now on 3rd down, dumping it off to Boyd, and he'll be able to pick up the first down. About 9 minutes to go. Play fake. Rashawn Gary coming in untouched. Hargrove hit as he throws, and this time the ball is dropped right into the waiting arms of Edward Freeman. It'll be Chiefs ball. Bad luck for Hargrove there, though he probably should have just taken the sack. Now another penalty against the Chiefs. They're going to be in a 3rd and long, and the pass is broken up by Brackett. 8 minutes to go here, certainly too early to go for it, so they'll punt. They'll hope to pin New York deep, and they do, down to the 5. Jets backed up against their own end zone. It'll be a play fake. Hargrove's in his own end zone. Pressure coming, throws it up to Wilson, and a really nice pass, but coverage is good. Would have had to be a really nice catch. It did look like Samuel might have been getting open on the other side of the field, but Hargrove didn't look comfortable back there. It'll just be a handoff to Hall, and he'll pick up 7 yards. 3rd and manageable now. Hargrove looking to pass, fires over the middle. Wilson has it for about 12, and it'll be a first down. Up to the 24-yard line now. Another play fake. Hargrove rolling outside the pocket. He's being chased. Now firing back to the left, and it's caught by Wilson. That was a dangerous play, but Hargrove-Mahomes is looking on appreciatively from the Chiefs sideline. The Jets have not found success in the way they have most of this season. Not a lot of run after the catch in this one. Hall will take the handoff to the left, trying to bounce it outside, but Springs will keep contain on him, and he's taken down for no gain. Certainly seems like the Jets have accepted that the big passing plays might not happen. It seems like they've adjusted the passing philosophy in this game to compensate, as Hall's got lots of space up the middle, taken down near midfield. Under 5 minutes to go now in this one, still an 8-point game. play action, and Hargrove has plenty of time. Fires downfield towards the sideline, and Samuel makes a great catch. Forget field goal range, the Jets are in the red zone now. That's a bad break for the Chiefs. Hall fighting forward for 7 on first down, and Waters is shaken up. Kansas City's best remaining hope is to stop the Jets from scoring on this drive and then score without leaving any time on the clock. They're in a bad space now as Hall is going to get another first down and he's inside the 5. That clock is under 4 minutes now. The Jets are going to continue to milk it as much as they can. Run up the middle for Breece Hall, and he's going to be stopped short. Nice play by Freeman. Second and goal, Jets going empty now. Hargrove making some adjustments. He will pass. Blitz coming, and Samuel can't hold on. Jones got a hand in there. Not sure I understand having Gary line up as an off-ball linebacker and then blitz, but worked out. They get the clock to stop. Hargrove happy feet now on third down, and he's hit by Bolton. He had Samuel open too. Still, this will make for a 2-score lead as long as the Jets can make the field goal. Oh, okay. I guess they decided to go for it after all, and Hargrove gets a touchdown to double true. That's kind of annoying. Out of character for a moment. I generally make those kinds of coaching decisions just based on what coach suggestions are, and I've been working on the assumption that if I sim the play, that's the type of decision that they're going to make, but apparently I can't rely on that. I also think that was the wrong decision because it's a 2-score game either way. At any rate, the Chiefs have it down 15, trying to put a drive together. That sack will not help. JFM coming up big. And a couple incompletions, this one's pretty much over. Kansas City does still have all their timeouts, so the Jets will probably need to run about 5 plays to finish out the clock, assuming no other stoppages. Good strong run right through Willie Gay for a first down. Chiefs earned their first timeout. Man in motion on second down, but it's still a handoff up the middle. Hall fighting through contact, and it looks like they just gave him the first down. And that's going to be enough to finish the game. Aside from some silly malarkey that went on their first couple of downs, the Jets will still manage to take a knee and end this one. And it's official. The New York Jets are headed to the Super Bowl with rookie quarterback Chris Hargrove at the helm. What a season for this team. The offense, I think, played quite well and adjusted for the defensive matchup they were given. The defense, however, I think is the real story here, holding the Chiefs to only 20 points. And no touchdowns after the first 2 drives. A well-coached game, and I think despite a couple of unlucky interceptions on near sacks, Hargrove played really well, played smart, didn't usually try to make too much happen. And so the offensive spotlight on this one is on Breece Hall, and he shines as always. Not really a banner day for either quarterback today, at least not on the stat sheet. The Chiefs' pass defense was really good. I don't know that the Jets was particularly good. I think they just got in situations where they could focus on it. That always makes it easier. Breece Hall, of course, had a huge day. Carried the rock a lot, but 6 yards per attempt is going to be great no matter what you're doing. It seemed like the Chiefs also ran the ball well. They just had to go away from it in the second half. Pacheco still got a lot of touches in the passing game, had more receptions than anybody else in this game. 87 apiece for Bonds and Wilson, 82 for Samuel. Again, not really a big passing day or receiving day for anybody. On paper, it seems like the backup tight ends did well for the Chiefs, but you do have to wonder how Gesicki being out affected things for them. On the defensive side, 3 sacks for John Franklin Myers, a bunch of half sacks for other guys. I'm very surprised the Chiefs didn't have any. I thought they got in there, but I guess we got the ball away each time. Granted, sometimes it was to a defender. Huge win over a stacked team in the AFC Championship, a team that's got a lot of playoff success. We're going to have a lot of momentum on our side going into the Super Bowl. Time to find out who we're playing. Can you believe it? We're going to have a Super Bowl between the New York Jets and the Detroit Lions. That is awesome. Trevor Lawrence trying to lead Motor City to the promised land. They beat Lamar Jackson. 300 yards and 3 touchdowns for Lawrence with a pick. Lamar a little under 300 combined. Not much of a rushing game for either of these teams, however. Another big yardage day for Gabe Davis. He eclipses Kyle Pitts. And it looks like these teams spread the ball around a lot in the passing game. The Lions, of course, have even less recent success than the Jets. Obviously, I don't know how they've done in the sim. I'm going to guess that they got to the playoffs with Lawrence last year. That was his first year with the team, and they might have made it with Goff as well. We know they haven't made it to Super Bowl yet, but in real life, they've only made it to the conference championship game once since the merger. That was in 1991, and they haven't won a playoff game since. 2 years later, they won the NFC Central again, which, if you're not aware, that was basically the NFC North, but with the Tampa Bay Bucks in it for some reason. Anyways, they lost in the wild card round that year, and that's kicked off an 8-game losing streak in the playoffs. They are the only team in the NFC North, which was established in 2002, to never win the division. And since 1995, they've got 3 14-loss seasons and only 2 10-win seasons. All that to say that for them to go 10-7 this year in probably the league's most competitive division, and then upset the 3 top seeds in the NFC, that's just crazy. It's an awesome storyline, and I am absolutely here for it. So here's hoping for an exciting Super Bowl matchup next week. That episode should be out in just a couple of days, planning for it Friday. We'll take a look at the roster as well as the yearly awards when we get there. Till then, thanks for watching. If you've made it this far, I appreciate you, and I'd further appreciate a like or subscribe. Do feel free to comment below with any thoughts, questions, or concerns. Until next time, I'm Nose. This has been Rookie Watch. Have a good one.